collar, white collar, black professors, white scholars, politicians, Dalai Lamas. Everybody in the whole wide world need hope if I be honest. I'm in that number.
Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert BOBTV Brown. And you probably heard the news. I'm a little late with it. Bernie Sanders goes to Mississippi and do a town hall, talked about the reverence of Dr. Martin Luther King in President Obama legacy, and also the legacy of the current Democratic Party. And for this, he gets jumped on. Watch this.
Senator Sanders, this is for you. We saw a surge of millennials supporting you. How are you harnessing that energy to engage and sustain millennials in Jackson, Mississippi? And how are you doing the same to reimagine the Democratic Party?
The business model, if you like, of the Democratic Party for the last 15 years or so has been a failure. Now, what happened, people sometimes don't see that because there was a charismatic individual named Barack Obama who won the presidency in 2008, 2012. And he was obviously an extraordinary candidate, brilliant guy. But behind that reality, over the last 10 years, Democrats have lost about 1,000 seats in state legislatures all across this country. And you got significant numbers of states, like Mississippi, where the governor, the legislature, the senators are all Republicans. Okay? Now, how does this happen at a time when the Republican agenda is the agenda of the billionaire class and is at war with working people? How does it happen that a party that wants to give tax breaks to billionaires and throw millions of people off their health insurance they have actually wins elections? So one of the things that we have got to do, as I mentioned earlier, is make sure that the Democrats, you don't win elections unless you show up. It's not just in Mississippi, although we've seen lately Democrats beginning to show up in Alabama, but it's also showing up in Kansas and in Wyoming. And that is beginning to happen. So what we are doing is trying against a whole lot of opposition. You know, the establishment doesn't go quietly into the twilight. But we are trying to open the doors of the Democratic Party to young people, to the millennials. And I know this may sound shocking or surprising. You can run for office, you can run for school board, you can run for school board. You can help out on campaigns. And if you don't want to be involved in electoral politics, God only knows there are so many other things that you can be doing to improve our lives in this country. And the very good news, and I'm happy to tell you, is that is happening from coast to coast. All right? What we are seeing is working people and young people often for the very first time running for office and winning elections. And what I want to tell the people here, you know, I've been an elected official for many, many years, so to me, you know, everybody I know is in Congress, an elected official, etc. But for people who are not involved in politics, they sit down and they say, what, me run for office? That's crazy. I don't know enough about education or healthcare or the environment. I can't do it. So let me just remind you, and I say this as a member of the United States Senate. If you think you don't know enough about what's going on in the world, come to Washington and see some of my colleagues.
So as you can see, Bernie Sanders has some choice words about the legacy of Dr. King, nothing but praise and honoration, and didn't say bad things about Obama. Called him charismatic, very smart. But black people, what else you want him to say about Obama? He was the Messiah, the black Messiah. He was the Mahdi. He was Malcolm X. He was Dr. King resurrected from the grave. No. President Obama was just President Obama. And y'all hate when I tell you this. He was a half white, half black guy who were out of his own mouth said he would be considered as a moderate Republican in the Democratic Party. He wasn't a hard left progressive that's going to push for the needs of the American people, like health, universal health care, universal education, none of that good stuff. Now, Bernie Sanders said good things about Obama, but according to Bakari Sellers, CNN contributor, he said Bernie Sanders crapped on Obama legacy, called him a lightweight, and that he just crapped on his campaign, Bernie Sanders 2020. Why do you say that, Mr. Seller? Because you think you represent black people? You Obama Jr. That's all. I mean, you are trying to be him, and you're trying to do whatever you can to kiss up to the Democratic Party and the media for your day in the sun, Mr. Attorney. That's all. Oh, I got a video of you talking great about Hillary Clinton, which is your own prerogative. You're a Hillbot. Okay. I got a video of you at the DNC convention talking about how you're just a boy from a small town and how you could have made it here. Let me tell you something. Most of the people that was at the Democratic Party probably came from a small town and made it there. Come on, dude. You're nobody special. You're no different from nobody else. But for you to sit here and try to make a statement as if your opinion is the opinions of the whole entire world, much as I hate to say it, because in my book, I see Bernie Sanders as a sellout to the people. I believe Bernie Sanders sold his soul to the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton instead of running as an independent and saving us from Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, two corporate elite that's corrupt to the core. He decided to kiss up to the Democratic Party and follow the lead of Hillary Clinton instead of starting a real revolution. He was a fake revolutionary. Now, contrary to Dr. Martin Luther King, a person who never sought for office, all he wanted to do was help people. All he wanted to do was bring civil rights for all people. He didn't just want it for black people. He wanted equality for all, one who embraced all colors. And then after he did push hard to get civil rights legislation passed, he went on a new campaign, and that was the Poor People's Campaign, pushing for the ending of all wars, the defunding of the military complex, universal health care, universal education, and even universal pay. He went in aggressively with the campaign out of his own mouth, saying we're coming to Washington, D.C. to get our check. In other words, we've been paying y'all too much money, and y'all ain't been investing back into the people, and it's time that you start doing it, and we're going to make sure you do it. And that's probably what got him killed. He was not afraid to put his life on the line for the people. He was not afraid. And honestly speaking, I thought Bernie Sanders was that kind of person that I'll lay my life down. I don't give a crap. I don't kiss up the party. I'm sold out to the people, baby. That's what I thought Bernie Sanders was. But contrary to my belief, Bernie Sanders 2020 is a real thing. Bernie Sanders 2020 do have some weight on it. But the problem is, Mr. Sanders, and as you say in this same statement, you're being condescending to black people like we didn't want to go vote. 98% of women voted for Doug Jones and 90% of men voted for Doug Jones. He said that most of us got hoodwinked into the beauty and the glory of Obama, the good looking guy, half white, half black, reach across the aisle, great speech. And, we're going to do what we can to bring, peace to the Middle East. We're going to support the Arab Spring and, all the perpendicular pretty talk. We got so caught up into that. When it came to legislation, we saw nothing concrete happen for majority of the American people, especially for black people. Especially, we had a black president, half white, half black. We had a black attorney general. Yet people still beating on our black men and women every day in the inner cities. Cops still beating, cops still shooting in record numbers and getting scot off under the President Obama. So it didn't change. I'm not saying that it was all his fault. It's been going on before he came. But when he came into office, we expected change. Well, nothing didn't change. He got cocky when he got in the office and didn't go far enough to really help people. He just wanted to help his buddies over there in the House and the Senate. Nothing concrete for the people. Did more for the LGBT community than he did for black people. Did more for Hispanic than he did for black people. Mr. Bakari Seller, black brother. Lost 1,000 seats. 1,000 plus seats. Didn't even campaign for the people for them to stay in office. He got into himself and got beside himself, and they lost the House and Senate because he would not go out there and campaign for the people in 2010. Let me go ahead and play this. Now, first of all, you got to remember, Bernie Sanders is an independent. He is not a Democrat. He's a Democrat in position. But he ran as an independent. He used the independent label to win elections. Deep down inside, he's really Democratic. And he's just as Democratic as any other Democratic. And the way I see things, he's starting to get becoming more established than anybody. He's becoming what you want, Mr. Bakari Seller. A sold out Democrat with an eye on his chest. Unlike Tim Canova, who he act like he don't know, but yet he knew about him when he ran against Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and he was hoping that Tim Canova beat him, but lend no support. I'm talking about Bernie Sanders now. Lended no support to Tim Canova. Didn't go out there and campaign for Tim Canova. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz cheated him just like Debbie Wasserman Schultz cheated Bernie Sanders out of his election. Cheated him. And now this man decided, you're not going to cheat me no more. I'm going to run against you as an independent. So go ahead and cheat with your cheating self as a Democratic. You and your Democratic Party cheating behind can kiss my behind. I'm running as a real independent. The Democratic Party left me. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. See, the problem is you leaving the independent status, Mr. Sanders, to support the Democratic Party. Now, you know me, people, I'm not biased. I tell the truth. I don't take sides in this crap. I don't give a crap. Democratic, Republican, Independent, Green Party. I don't give a crap. I think all of them are corrupt. I think there's only a few handful of people that's really trying to help out people. All of them kissing the ring to get long-term careers after they get out of the House and Senate. So I don't fall for that. And I know the game that's going on. Tim Canova is really fighting for real causes. Yeah, Bernie Sanders don't want to back this man up, but he backed him up when he needed somebody to get Debbie Wasserman Schultz out of office.
The business model, if you like, of the Democratic Party for the last 15 years or so has been a failure. Now, what happened, people sometimes don't see that because there was a charismatic individual named Barack Obama who won the presidency in 2008, 2012. And he was obviously an extraordinary candidate, brilliant guy. But behind that reality, over the last 10 years, Democrats have lost about 1,000 seats in state legislatures all across this country. And you got significant numbers of states like Mississippi, where the governor, the legislature, the senators are all Republicans. Okay? Now, how does this happen at a time when the Republican agenda is the agenda of the billionaire class and is at war with working people? How does it happen that a party that wants to give tax breaks to billionaires and throw millions of people off their health insurance, they have actually wins elections? So one of the things...
He said the Democratic Party for the last 10 years, I say umpteen years, has been a failure. Well, what do you mean by that? Barack Obama won 2 terms. Because Barack Obama was a likable candidate. He knew how to campaign and kick butt and take names. He knew how to go into the farmland. Black is black, half white in the farmland. In historical senses, if you got a little bit of black in your blood, you're considered black. So even though Barack Obama is half black and half white, according to U.S. Census, he is a black man. And this black man went to the right places to campaign. He squeezed titties of cows to get milk out. He went to the fairs and cooked hot dogs, and he worked on the farm with the farmers. He went to the manufacturer. He appealed to regular people, and that's why regular people liked him and they supported him. Kind of like what Trump did, but most people don't like Trump, including me. I don't like him as a president. No. But he played the game. Hillary Clinton was too uppity to play the game, and that's why she didn't win and got beat by a rodeo circus clown named Donald Trump. Lost 1,000 seats because Barack Obama did not teach these people how to campaign and didn't help them campaign. Let me get back to this. So Bernie Sanders is telling truth, and the truth hurts, black man.
Half the people sometimes don't see that because there was a charismatic individual named Barack Obama who won the presidency in 2008, 2012. And he was obviously an extraordinary candidate, brilliant guy.
There's a charismatic individual by the name of Barack Obama. Is that the part that got you upset? Because he didn't say we had the first black president by the name of Barack Obama. Everybody in the world know he was the first black president. Do somebody got to say that out of their mouth every 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds? He said the man was charismatic. It's very smart. By the name of Barack Obama. Because so far I don't see him crapping on Barack Obama and calling him a lightweight. He was an extraordinary candidate, a brilliant person. That sounds like he's crapping on him, right?
But behind that reality, over the last 10 years, Democrats have lost about 1,000 seats in state legislatures all across this country.
All right. Now, he said behind that reality, behind the pretty face, behind the perpendicular talk, behind the look of a great, the black John F. Kennedy, behind that, we had people that was running for office getting their behind kicked. Now, we know why most of the people got their behind kicked in this last election in 2016 is because Hillary Clinton was shift-shaving the money for herself in her own campaign and wasn't financing the down ballot. And those people didn't have the money to run up against their competitor evenly. Hillary Clinton sucked up all the money from the down ballot and put it toward her campaign. She took over the DNC. She controlled the DNC. That's why Bernie had no chance, and most of the people that ran for office didn't have no chance. And that is the reason why we got Trump as president, and that's the real reason why we got a legislative body that's primarily Republican, because she did not give the money. Debbie Wasserman Schultz didn't give the money to the people to run proper campaigns on the down ballot in the state legislation, in the city legislation, in the regional legislation. And that's the business model he's talking about, numbnut. It's a failed business model. Whoever runs the DNC do not know what the hell they're doing. Whoever run the DCCC don't know what the hell they're doing. All they is using the money and greed for the people for their own self. Come to find out, some of that money may have been used to come up with this fake Russian dossier. There's anybody who gave money to the Democratic Party, including me, because Bernie Sanders was running in the Democratic Party, and I gave him campaign contributions. Took my money to fund a fake dossier. And you got the nerve to talk about this man crapping on President Obama because he's talking about the Democratic Party model is a failed model. It is. Over 1,000 freaking seats, man. The Democratic Party is the weakest party of all parties now. You got parties outside, third parties that's gaining strength because the Democratic Party don't know what the hell they're doing. And we got to deal with a crazy Republican-led legislation and a crazy Republican dimwit president because of the Democratic Party.
And you got significant numbers of states like Mississippi, where the governor, the legislature, the senators are all Republicans. Okay. Now, how does this happen at a time when the Republican agenda is the agenda of the billionaire class and is at war with working people?
Now, he posed the question. You got red states that's pretty much heavily Republican, but the people in the red states are pretty much, without actually saying it, lean left. They're not right-wing conservative. They believe in health care for all. They believe in education for all. They believe that we should have a $15. Now people learn about the maximum and minimum wage, the maximum wage laws. They believe we need to have a sustainable, livable wage where we can work one job, have a good time, enjoy our family, take care of our kids, put them through college. They believe that. They believe most of the things that the left or the progressives believe in. So why in the world aren't they going out in heavy numbers voting for Democrats? Because Democrats are not progressives no more. Democrats not even left no more. They are heavy right. They're not even center. They're center right to pretty much right. And the current body of Republicans we have right now are on the extreme right. There's nobody on the left but progressives and non-party affiliations. They believe in universal health care, universal college. They believe in a $15 minimum wage. They believe in card check. They believe in the union. They believe in all the things that's going to raise people up, cause all tides to rise, lift the boat up. How come the Democratic Party is getting their butt kicked every freaking election? They barely been winning these other two elections. And you talking about a Democratic wave. You can't talk about a Democratic wave when you barely squeak out 1 or 2, if not 5% in a race. Really?
How does it happen that a party that wants to give tax breaks to billionaires and throw millions of people off their health insurance, they have actually wins elections? So one of the things that we have got to do, as I mentioned earlier, is make sure that the Democrats, you don't win elections unless you show up.
Now, I got a problem with Bernie Sanders right there because obviously it looked like you're saying black people, you're not showing up. No, Bernie. The reason why Hillary Clinton got her behind whooped is because she did not do a contract with America after all her conning and scheming all her life. People do believe in forgiveness and repenting and giving you a second chance, and she didn't even want to ask for that. And when it comes to you, sir, you ran for office instead of being a real revolutionary and running independent and taking all both of them on. You cowered down and punked out like the punk you were and sided with the Democrats. And now all you talk about is Democrats need to get out and vote. No, people in general need to get out and vote. The problem is nobody is offering anything for the people. You got to have something to get them to come out and vote for. And the Democratic Party don't have it. Now, I see your point in this. Your point in this is saying the Democrats don't have a message. They're not offering anything for the people. So the only way we can get people to come out in huge numbers is we got to really show that we're on their side and we're going to really help them out. We got to show them our structure, our plan for raising America up within the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You got to have that. Or people will not go out and vote. People are tired of voting for chump politicians, punk politicians. People are tired of picking one punk politician over the other punk politician. Either way, you're going to get a punk politician. Lesser evil versus greater evil. Either way, you're going to get an evil politician that ain't going to do crap for the people. And you punked out yourself because you would have won, Mr. Sanders. You would have won. And you're trying to give yourself a second chance in 2020. I'm letting you know, because what you did, you lost a lot of people, and it's going to take a hell of a struggle to get them back, bruh. A hell of a struggle. Because you turned your back on them. Unlike Tim Canova, who's fighting for to see if he's been defrauded and if he's been cheated, and he's taking it to the bank, spending money trying to find out why he was cheated, and even decided to run independent to make sure they don't cheat him again. He got more guts in one ball than you got in both of yours. I know, I'm sorry. Y'all know I am. I ain't been on this in a while, and I'm just going to bring it. Your balls are sitting in the DNC, Mr. Sanders, and all you are is a DNC puppet trying to recruit people in the Democratic Party, trying to push them to vote for all these Democratic numbnuts that's not going to do nothing. They're just as bad as Republicans. Now, people are all talking, Rob, why are you always on these Democrats? Because Democrats ought to know better. Republicans are a lost hope. You only can find a few of them that's going to do something for the people. The Democrats are supposed to be a party for the people. They were at one time until after Jimmy Carter came. It was done. Clinton, Obama, all of them just totally forgot about the people. Said you're going to do something for them, have not done nothing for them yet. All right, so you're saying we're trying to open the doors for young people. How about open the doors to run politically in whatever party that you feel suited for? Whatever party that's going to help people. Bernie Sanders, are you a Democrat? Are you a registered Democratic? No. But yeah, you're going to tell people to push people to run for office in the Democratic Party when you yourself do not run for office in Vermont as a Democrat. The only time you run as a Democratic is for president, and the only way you're doing that is because you know you get instant exposure. You don't want to earn your exposure. You want to get instant exposure because you're running on a Democratic ticket. Whenever you run on a Democratic ticket, you get instant TV exposure. And right now, you're overexposed. You're everywhere, man. So first, you're going to say, you need to get out and vote in these red states. I'm telling you, buddy, you need to get on out there and get on your horse, wagon, whatever you need, and get out there and vote for a Democrat. If the Democrats don't offer something for people, if they don't have a plan, because people are tired of it and they're not falling for the old okie doke no more. They're tired of politicians saying they're going to do something and they ain't going to do nothing for them. Nothing. People are tired. Show me, then I'll support you. Show me what you've done before. Show me what you're doing now. Because until then, you ain't getting my vote. My vote is too valuable. Kiss off. Kiss off. So while you continue to push for the Democratic Party and push for people to run in the Democratic Party, you're going to sit there and stab the back of the people who are who are independents just like you, like Tim Canova. I don't know how this went over into Tim Canova's campaign and this thing, but it was all about Bakari Sellers talking about 2020 is dead. First of all, Bakari Sellers, you don't know what the hell you talking about Obama wanna be. That's all you are. Hillary Clinton kiss up, hugging and kissing on Hillary Clinton like Obama. That's all you want to do. When you know doggone well that party ain't doing nothing for people in general. They all talking, no freaking action. But if you don't support the Democratic Party, Republicans gonna win. Screw them too. I don't want neither one of you guys win. I want a real person running for office so I can support. I don't give a crap about parties. I care about individuals running for office, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or the Pop-Tart Party. I'll support you if you got a history of helping people and you got a plan for helping people further going forward. So, Bakari Sellers, you need to shut the hell up. You don't know what to talk about. Bernie Sanders, you need to shut the hell up because you don't know what you're talking about. Why would somebody go out there and vote? You got black women who went overboard, and 98% in Alabama to put a Democrat in office. Yet that same Democrat ended up signing with Donald Trump when it come to taking off the regulation of Wall Street so they can go around and rob people out of their house and homes again like they did in 2008 before Obama took office. You are pushing that. You want people to go out and vote for long as he less racist. Everybody can't be a racist and a pedophile in every race. So you got to start telling your politicians you got to offer American people something to get them to go out and vote for you. You cannot come. No woman in this day, especially a black woman, is going to sit there and let you talk about what you're going to do for them, and she can't see nothing, and you ain't doing nothing right now. No, they ain't going to marry you. You talking about you're going to do all this stuff for them, and you ain't doing something for them right now. Buy them something to eat. You know, get them some flowers, take them to the movie, wash their feet, and give them a back rub. Now, you ain't doing nothing. You just want her to do something for you. Ain't no woman falling for that. Black women definitely ain't falling for that. Yet the black women that went out and voted for Doug Jones, they did that because they saw a racist pedophile. It wasn't because the other opponent was greater. They did that because Roy Moore was a racist pedophile, and y'all spin that in front of the public, and they say, oh, no. We ain't having him. It wasn't because Doug Jones was all that. Yeah, he fought the Klan and won. Got to be more than fighting the Klan and won. What have you done for my community? How have you brought jobs? How have you put food on the table? What are you doing to help black people? What are you doing to help your own people? What are you doing to help people? Look, Bakari Seller, shut the hell up. Bernie is alive and well. Look, let me tell you something. Nobody is voting for a freaking corporate Democratic, bruh. So hang that up. If you got ties to corporate Democrats, if you are a corporate Democrat and you're getting corporate donations and you're kissing up to the corporate complex and the military complex and the medical complex, forget it. Real people ain't voting on your behind. I don't care if you're a DRR. Real people are looking for real people to vote for. They don't give a crap about parties no more. If you happen to be in the Democratic Party and your record to this date is stellar for helping people, they'll give you a chance. So Bakari Seller, shut the hell up, man. Shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Much as I don't want to say it, because I'm pissed off at Bernie, and I don't think he's a real revolutionary. He's just a regular campaigner, towing the status quo to get elected, and I don't even trust him that if he get in office, he gonna do what he said he gonna do. I don't believe it. He got to show me. But Bernie 2020 is not dead, son. And there's no Cory Booker, no Kamala Harris. Nobody's gonna raise up and try to take his place. He is the man for the Democratic Party. And you keep stepping and crapping on him, and your chances are going to go. He's the only saving grace in that party. I wish he'd become a real revolutionary and tell y'all to kiss his behind and start a real revolution. But no, he kissed your behind instead and crapped on his revolution. Matter of fact, killed it. But somebody's coming up that's going to surpass him. And Bernie 2020 will be dead if he don't get his act together. Repent for your wicked ways, Mr. Sanders, and come back to yourself and take your revolution to the highest of heights. All right, I'm done. Bakari Seller, shut the hell up. Bernie Sanders, you could be quiet too, because you don't know. I mean, people going out to vote barely carried over Doug Jones. Barely carried over Doug Jones. I get it. The Democratic Party is not listening to you, Sanders, and you're saying offer the people a revolution, that you're going to do change, real change. I get what you're saying. But the thing is, bruh, I don't halfway believe you no more. You said you want to start a political revolution. This ain't no political revolution. I'm BOBTV with the Rob Report. I'll let you later. Peace. Hey, if you like the content and if you like this particular video, please like it, share it. Also, if you want to become a patron, you can click the link below and become a patron. I'm no Don Lemon, thank God. So again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're over 1,500. We're on the march to 5,000. Please click the subscribe button and hit the notification button so you can know exactly when I put a new video up. If you like the content, hit our Patreon account up. A few bucks, get a brother a cup of coffee, maybe a hot dog and a soda from 7-Eleven. Here and though.